Hey everybody, how's it going? Joe's Neon here. Hey folks, you know what? You asked for it, you got it. We're back with Shop Talk. Um, Everybody's really giving me a hard time, want to hear more Shop Talk, want to see more Shop Talk. You folks have enjoyed it in the past, so let's do a whole bunch more Shop Talks. This is going to be part 25. Some folks are saying part 24, whatnot. I'm just going with part 25. I can't find part 24, but I'm pretty sure it exists as far as my notes go. So anyhow, folks, welcome to Shop Talk. I've got a really super special guest to start Shop Talk back off with, and I will get to that person in a minute here. I just want to thank everybody for being so wonderful on commenting and watching and supporting all of my adventures this summer. I've had some really great trips through the mountains and through the Adirondacks, on the lakes and the woods. Thank you so much for coming along, folks. You've all been wonderful. There's more adventures to come. At this point right now, I have 39 nights in the woods. I'm shooting for 50 for the year, and I don't think I'm going to have a problem making it. So keep coming along on my adventures. Listen, folks, without further ado, I want to introduce a very special guest to you folks. Some folks are going to be familiar with this gentleman. Some folks you won't be, but you will be. Let me introduce to you Leaf.
For the three people that know who I am, what's going on?
Good to see you,
What's up,
my
buddy?
friend. Welcome,
Good to be
as
back.
always. As always.
Good to be back on YouTube.
I wasn't sure how to introduce you as Leaf or...
You all know my name. It's been Skoogniv for a few years, and then
That's right.
and now it's just a label almost now, Adirondack Wilderness Co. So it's kind of have a lot of things that I do personally,
That's right.
and the outing videos and cooking bacon will always be there. I still want to do inspiration videos, help people get outdoors and stuff. But I'm still trying to stay away from the how-to and that kind of type of videos that I don't like to get into.
Well, you know what, Leaf? I think that's something that everybody really appreciated and enjoyed about the Skoogniv videos is that you would put really great music in the background, and you really used a lot of great taste with your photographic skills and the way that you portrayed the wilderness and the Adirondacks. It didn't matter what time of year it was, but you gave us something to watch that was just amazing, and we would really hope that you could do some more of that.
It'll happen. I think everybody who's been on YouTube for more than a couple of years knows that you get burned out after a while, and I also got put in YouTube jail for a little while for a copyright infringement, and it's one I thought I was going to be okay with, but they gave me 6 months of YouTube jail, so I just kind of took it off and didn't even bother with anything. It just, you get burned out, and some of the content gets repetitive too, so you just want to take a break once in a while.
Leaf, it's not just being in YouTube jail. You've had a lot going on in your life recently. If you wouldn't mind sharing some of that with my viewers.
Well, as you guys know, some of you did. I probably mentioned it in last video. I think I did. We had wife and I had another baby, and
Congratulations.
And on top of
and that's a baby girl.
Baby girl. So we got a boy and a girl now.
Yeah.
That and we're starting essentially a new phase in business, and me personally doing my own thing, and I've just been real busy. That's and then with all that, I mean, I haven't even been out on a hike since last year. I didn't go out at all this year. Just too busy.
Almost a whole year.
Yeah, I used to get out more.
Almost a whole year.
Yeah.
This guy has not been in the woods hanging bacon on a stick.
Yeah, a whole year. Yeah, that would never happen to me any other time. But hey, you get busy. I'm entitled to take
You
a break
got to
and
do what you got to do, my
do
friend.
the daddy thing for a while. So
I did for both of us. I spent time in the woods for both of us this year.
yeah, you did.
You
too.
know.
I'm overdue. I'm overdue.
Yeah.
I tried to get out last Sunday, from when this posts, and I just couldn't make it happen. So I had to take care of the kids. So,
Hey,
but it'll happen.
it is what it is. So it sounds like you got a lot of really neat things to look forward in some future adventures here.
Yeah, you're gonna see the boy in some upcoming videos. I'd like to get him out this fall. We'll see how the weather goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're due. I think we're gonna get hammered pretty hard this year up here.
As far as the snow goes?
Snow and cold. I think
Nice.
I think it's gonna be worse than last year.
Oh, is that right? We
I
love
think
that.
so. Yeah. But we'll see. You're gonna see my son's name is Henry, and he's very excited to get out, and I think he'll get a kick out of the video too, because he loves watching.
Oh,
He loves
watching himself
the
would be
videos.
great,
Yeah.
huh?
So that should be fun.
He'd love that.
Yeah. More stuff's coming. You know, and I don't want to make this an update about me, but you know, I'm gonna try and do more videos. While working videos, so
That's right.
things that I'm making or doing, not just
Yeah.
as pushing sales. I don't.
Yeah.
You notice I've never been about that on my channel, so.
Yeah, not at all. But on the same point in
But
time,
here's things I do. Other things I do.
that's why I wanted to ask you, how are you making out with your leather patches? We all love your leather patches.
It doesn't end, guys. I can't.
Can you tell my folks where to get your leather patches?
Now, as
Yeah.
of last week, it's going to be Etsy. You can find me as Adirondack Wilderness Co. there. Etsy shortens your name, so it's ADK Wilderness Co. I've had enough sales on there; I should pop up
Yeah.
in searches. But if I don't, go to my channel on YouTube, and it'll be my website kind of link on my profile. But you should be able to find me, and that's where I'm going to sell them all from now on. I think because Etsy really makes it easy. It's not as bad as eBay. It's very well polished, and it's easy to sign up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for people, and if you got a PayPal account, it works seamlessly.
If you're not familiar with Leaf's leather patches, they're just absolutely beautiful pressed leather patches with great bushcraft, or should I say outdoor phrases. Really super. I can show you an example
I
here.
wish I had brought some.
And
those are old ones too. So
Yeah.
what I have now is much nicer.
Here is the Horace Gephardt, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the School of the Woods.
Probably one of my favorite outdoorsman quotes. Yeah. That's an old patch too. That one's actually going to be phased out, and I have a new version of that coming up. I don't know if you guys know what my wander patches are. Ooh, I got bright.
Yeah, I should have had that light on earlier. We were probably sitting here in a bit of darkness, to be honest with you.
There's a lot of light in there. I think they'll see it.
Well, I shot it earlier and I had it on.
Yeah, I would have brought some. I didn't think about it, but now next time because we're
Yeah.
gonna do more shop videos.
Oh, absolutely. And I can't thank you enough for coming around for Shop Talk.
Joe and I ain't hanging out enough, so we got to change that.
That's
too
right.
Too damn close not to be. So,
Yeah, we got to spend some time out in the woods. I got him beat by a couple nights this year, I
Yeah,
think.
quite a few actually.
But it's good. You've had a lot going on in your life, you know. It's just so great to see you and know that all is well. You know, and have you talk to the viewers. And I know there's a lot of folks.
Yeah, I'm alive.
A lot of folks that watch my channel that wonder where Skog Neve went. And here he is, folks.
I just took a break, and I'll come back. It's not a subscriber game for me, so it doesn't bother me.
It never was.
To take 6 months
It
off.
never was.
It is for others, but it's not for me.
Right, but we want to see you tap the top of that catalyst, and we want to see bacon on a stick over the fire.
It'll happen.
And we want to see
so.
you use those beautiful knives you make, and the way you use your axes that you restore,
More to come. More gets coming. It's coming.
Well, that's
I'm way overdue. Way overdue. Plus, I hate getting out in the summer. It's just too hot. I deal with cold weather. I don't deal with hot weather. So
I've always been that way
now the
myself.
temperatures finally come down this week. It's time.
I've always been that way, and I thought this year I was going to beat it, and I was going to buy the special bug net, for my hammock, and I was going to be all good. And for the most part, I kind of lucked out, but I had a couple of really bad nights in the woods this year. The bugs just slaughtered me. And that's what I don't miss, I had some good times in the woods, but the bugs were on and off kind of bad this year. So there's some nasty stuff, that you really didn't miss.
That, and we got 3 different diseases linked with ticks now up here in this area.
That's right.
And it's
by 5 different ticks.
Yeah, it's a friggin' nightmare, and some of them are as small as the top of a pin. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we were constantly dealing with that. Thankfully, I got a lot of jewel weed in my backyard.
Beautiful.
Which helps repel them a bit. So
very good.
That was nice.
We love the jewel weed.
Yeah, but I was picking every time we took my dog Thorn. If you guys remember in older videos there on the trail, we'd have to pick him off him.
Wow.
When he came back, yeah, they latched. He got the coat.
Wow.
They
yeah.
just grabbed right a hold of that thick fur coat.
Boy, and they're tough to get out once they get.
Once
deep
they get
in
in,
there.
yeah,
Oh,
we
forget
pulled
it.
one off them. It was about the size of the pink.
Is that right?
Yeah, before we found it, yeah. But,
And it was a tan color. That might have been a wood tick, right?
Yeah, he was a little almost grayish.
Grayish,
Yeah,
yeah.
that grayish color when they get really bulbous. Yeah. But he's Lyme disease protected.
It's
so.
those little ones, though. Now they're saying can really
One gives
be
you the
trouble.
meat. We got one that gives you the meat allergy now.
Oh, the one that
From
gives you
FTP
everything.
Bit. Unreal, dude.
Yeah.
How we
It's
deal with this
amazing.
crap.
Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know, wherever you folks are, keep an eye out in your area, as far as ticks go. Some areas don't have ticks, some people do. It's spreading crazy in different directions, Just keep an eye out, folks. It's not good. Don't get Lyme disease. It's a bad thing. Listen, I got to move on quick. This video is getting long here. I'm going to do question and answer already, and yes, I do have questions to answer. I know it's been a long time for Shop Talk, but some of you folks were thinking ahead when you knew I was going to announce a Shop Talk and you asked questions. So I'm going to use this opportunity that I've got Leaf here we're both going to answer your questions, so you get a double answer. All right, so what do we got here, Leaf?
I have no idea what the questions are. So.
They're good ones.
All right.
All right, I got a question here from Fig, F-I-G. Ah, sweet spot for you, buddy.
Oh, shit.
What's your favorite hike in the Adirondacks?
Ever or place to go? You gotta be more specific. Well, this way, my most favorite place to go and the best hikes I've ever had are always the place that I went to, Adirondack Deer Camp with my grandfather. So that would be, I'll let this one out.
Generalized.
No, so McKeever area, Adirondacks, Bear Mountain. It's not a difficult hike. It's even now got a lean-to, I guess, where a lot of people go to. But
I gotta blow it further. Bear Mountain had that big fire this year.
Yeah, was it that in McKeever area?
Yeah,
Outside Old Forge?
yeah.
It's just a place I know like the back of my hand, and I spent a lot of time there with my grandfather.
Special place to you.
That's a special place. And there's a beaver meadow if anybody gets up there, off the road, going up to Bear Mountain. That's unbelievably gorgeous.
Wow.
Unbelievably gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, that would probably be my favorite place on earth, right there.
Wow.
So there you go for that one.
How about that, Fig, for an answer? My answer would be, I put a little thought to it, and I'm really struggling between two places. My favorite climb in the Adirondacks is Ampersand Mountain. That's an amazing climb. It's a beautiful climb. Some of my favorite backpacking and hiking territory is out in the West Canada Lakes region. So
It's gorgeous up that way.
Yeah.
That's all of it. It's gorgeous, but there's some nice country up there.
You asked us a very difficult question.
Yeah, it's tough.
When our hearts are as big and as wide open to the Adirondacks as the Adirondacks are to us, that's a tough question to answer. Let's move on. Fig, thanks for the question. Hey, Kenneth DeMarco, buddy, you asked me a question a while back, and I thought it was really important for me not to forget that and answer that question. You wanted to know what my recipe was that I treat my pack basket with. Okay? And I broke out my pack basket because I think it's important to use it as an example here. What I do is I take 50-50 boiled linseed oil and mineral spirits, and I mix it together. And then I take a brush, and I just soak this thing until it won't take any more, which will probably be about 9 or 10 coats. But what that does is it takes that ash, and it makes it just as flexible and bendable without cracking. It is so strong. And that's what you want to have. If you don't treat your pack baskets, you don't treat the ash staves, they'll dry out and they'll crack on you.
That's why most of the ones you see in the antique store. Yeah,
that's right.
Out. Yeah.
And Leaf, you'll see them on the edges here, right? You'll see them kind of like cracked here.
Yeah, they go on the top or the bottom, and then you use it 1 or 2 times. And it's
that's
gone.
right. But you see how that is?
Yeah.
And that's what you want. Okay, so it's 50-50 boiled linseed oil and mineral spirits. You mix that up, and give it a heavy dose with a brush. You know, and put a couple coats on until it won't absorb anymore. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's a good recipe.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. I've always shellacked mine. It's the real easy, cheap way to do it. But it doesn't offer protection. It just keeps moisture out, really. That's all that does. But that makes a hell of a lot more sense to do that.
Yeah. That gives it some flexibility. It kind of keeps the life into the wood almost, the oil, you know. The boiled linseed oil never gets an opportunity to dry out.
Not with that mineral spirit.
No, it doesn't. You know what I mean? So it always keeps the flexibility in that wood. Let's move on, folks. Look, you folks are asking me to do cooking shows. Really? You enjoyed my series? You know, cooking on the rocket stove. I did a couple other cooking shows. I'm entertaining the thought, and we'll see what happens here. I might do some more cooking shows. I don't know, Leaf. What do you think?
Go for it.
More cooking shows?
Yeah, I got a bunch of cast iron pans that need to be worked too. Maybe that'd be something cool we could throw into it.
Oh, no
Want
doubt.
to do some joint videos or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got my grandfather's pans that they were in storage, unfortunately, but they need to be reworked and
they're
cleaned.
priceless.
Yeah.
So that's the good stuff there. So it looks like we're probably gonna have some more cooking shows coming for you folks. Hey, deer season's here. Northern Zone opens Friday.
Yeah.
All right, here in New York State. I want to tell folks like Kenneth DeMarco, all you hunters in the Northern Zone, come on, knock down a big one. Let's go. We're on the trail. It's time to put meat in the freezer. Okay, guys? Take your time. Make sure your shot counts. Let's put some deer in the freezer. Listen, I'm coming to the end of the video here. On the next Shop Talk, I'll be more prepared with a joke, which I usually end my Shop Talk with a joke, and I will. I just want to thank you folks for encouraging me and wanting to see more Shop Talks. So this is really nice to do during the winter months. You know, it's great to come down to the shop and show all you folks what's going on, all my projects I've been working on and whatever I'm thinking or whatever I'm doing. And if I can ever have a special guest, I will. But I can't always guarantee you it's going to be a special guest like this.
Maybe we'll shoot at one in my shop.
I would love to.
We should do another one like that.
I would love to do that.
A better one, though. Good one. Yeah.
I would love to do that. Anyhow, folks, I'm going to call the